Ciao, il mio nome è Mallory. Sono nato a San Diego in California. Sono cresciuto a San Diego e sono rimasto qui finché non l'ho laureato all'università. Dopo la laurea si trasferse a Los Angeles, California. Vivo lì per un anno, ma poi sono tornato a San Diego. Ha una sorella e un fratello. Il nome di mia sorella è Paige, che ha 20 anni. Il nome di mio fratello è Ethan. Ha 18 anni. Ha ottenuto la laurea in psicologia. Ha anche preso molti corsi di istruzione e di insegnamento. Dopo la laurea sono adeguato a Los Angeles, iniziato a lavorare in moda. Dopo aver lavorato nello stile, ho capito che volve una carriera diversa. Ho iniziato a lavorare come insegnante. Amo con i bambini e voglio un lavoro dove poterli attuarli. Sto prendendo queste classi per avanzare la mia carriera nell'insegnamento. La mia cosa preferita del linguista sta imparando come comunico le persone, il linguaggio. Vieni usato per costruire rapporti con altre persone. Senza lingua non saranno in grado di colore a e comunicare il mio gusto. È interessante apprendere tutti gli elementi che compongono la lingua. So what I was basically saying there is that my name is Mallory Contreras. I grew up in San Diego and lived here till I finished college, and then I moved to Los Angeles, where I worked in fashion for a year. But while I was there, I realized that fashion was not the career for me, so I moved back to San Diego and I began teaching, and that is when that's why I'm taking this class, because I want to further my career in teaching and focus on that. I love children and I wanted to work with them and help them. I have one brother and one sister. My brother's name is Ethan and he's 18 years old, and my sister's name is Paige and she is 21 years old. The thing I like most about taking this linguistics class was learning all about language, because language is essential for communication. It's how we build relationships with other people. So I thought it was really interesting to learn all of the elements and just how important it is that we understand all types of languages to be able to communicate better with more people. So I focused on Italian, and so I just wanted to share just a little bit about what I have learned in my research. So Italian is a Romance language. It was developed from Vulgar Latin, which is also known as Western Romance. It was the colloquial language of the late Roman Empire. The very first riddle was from Verona, and it possibly was from the 8th century, but it's hard to tell because it was very obscure and Latinized. The more definite writings in Italian came from the 10th century, which were documents from the Monte Cassino. First literary work was the Tuscan Ramito Lorenziano from the 12th century, and from this, soon afterwards, other works followed, and poetry was written in a Sicilian dialect in the 13th century. This is what inspired the later development of the language of Italian that we have today. So, phonology. Phonology is the system behind the sounds of language. This area teaches how sounds are pronounced, spelled, and accented. The Italian language consists of 7 vowels and is considered triangular. There's no distinction between short and long vowels. Instead, Italian focuses on vowels and stressed syllables. Vowel phonemes are a mix of either close mid, or open paired with either front or back. The consonant system is characterized by the palatalization system of C, T, G, and D in front of E and I. Consonant phonemes can be divided into groups of either nasal stop, fricative, approximately, lateral trill, and flap mixed with either labial, dental, palatal, or velar. So then we move on to lexicon, and lexicon is basically just the vocabulary of the language. Just like other languages, you must know the basic vocabulary in order to understand, speak, and communicate with other people. So that's where just the basic, all the vocab words come in. Some of the words that I just used are essential to learning and knowing how to speak that language. Morphology studies the form and variation of those words. So a really good example is verb conjugation to match the person who is doing the action. In English, we can just say, I spoke, you spoke, we spoke, they spoke, and the verb always stays the same. But in Italian, that changes. So for example, if you are using the verb for speak, we would just say speak, but you would change for me, you'd say io parlo, you would be ti parli, they is lui parla, we is no parliamo, he is oi parlamente, they is loro parliano. And these rules are all kind of part of grammar that go into syntax. So syntax is very similar to grammar. It deals with the phrases and clauses and rules within Italian or any language. So the basic form of an Italian sentence is subject plus verb plus object. Now, in some cases, there are adjectives that will go before the word that they are describing. However, more commonly in Italian, it goes after. And the nouns must always agree with their adjectives. Italian also varies in English from fluidity and order. When you're describing a subject in a sentence, we would always put it in order of she is coming. But in Italian, in order to describe who the sentence is referring to, they may sometimes change that variation, which is something that we wouldn't do in English. Prepositions are also very important because they are used in a variety of different ways in the Italian language. So these are just a basic overview of what I've learned and what you need to know, what kind of things you need to study to be able to learn new languages such as Italian. Thank you.